Excellent job on getting this far. And the last component before we start tackling the products is going to be our contact section. And you can probably already guess that I'm going to close all my files that I'm currently working in. And we're going to look for the contact.js in the components. And for time being, we just have the heading 4. Of course, we'll use our wrapper. And you can see we don't have much imports in here. Essentially just React and styled components. Then we're going to have our div with a section and then center. That's for the width. And inside of it, we're going to go with heading 3. And as far as the text, we'll say join our newsletter and get 20% off. All right. And then I'm going to go with div, the class of content. So let's say here content. And then inside of this content div, we're going to go with the paragraph. And I'll use the lorem. Again, I'm going to get 20 words. So we should see something like this on the screen. And then still within this content div, I would want to set up my form. So I have my div, and now I would want to set up that form. And we would want to add a class of contact form. Now, don't worry about the action. We'll worry about that in the next video. For now, we'll just remove it. And inside of this form, I'm going to go with input, and then we'll just go with the simple email. So sorry, it's not going to be text. We'll say email. And then as far as the classes and placeholder, well, let's add a class name here. Class name for the styling will be form and then hyphen input. And then also we'll have a placeholder, and that one will be equal to enter and then email. Let's save it. We should see this thing. So we have our input. Now what's missing is the button. So we have the form input, and then still within the form, we're going to go with button. Now this is going to be a submit button. Let's add a class name here where we're going to go with submit and then hyphen btn. And let's just say subscribe. So essentially we would want the user to subscribe to our newsletter. So that's going to be look on a small screen. And now let's take a look. How it's going to look like on a big one. Let's navigate here, and there it is. So we have heading 3 and a paragraph, and then on the right hand side, we have the form.